Thought I would just check in with you on Keeping It Real with Sue. I am here in Mexico City, and we are in what's called the Zocalo. And the Zocalo is an area of the old part of Mexico City where they have some of the buildings that date back to the 1500s. And then this church right here, it's a Catholic church. And as you can see, it's starting to crumble. And then on the other side of this square, they have an Aztec temple that was actually buried for hundreds of years that's been coming out of the ground. It's kind of creepy, to be honest with you. But we have done some walking around the town today, just praying that God would become mighty in this place. And we've seen lots of sights. We're a large team. We have 72 people here. So we are just regrouping here, and we're regrouping here right in front of McDonald's. So you can find McDonald's in any place in the world. So as you can see, we have lots of people here, and it's been a fun day, but it's been a little bit stressful at times. We had a downpour, rain, and we got really wet, but it is thankfully not raining anymore right now. So I'll turn the phone around so you guys can all see. So this is some of our group here, and that's our leader, Lenny. So here we go. Say hi, Lenny. Yeah, and so I don't know if you can see over there that piece of, it's like a replica of the ruins. And then, do you see the smoke over there? They're shamans, and they are not of God. And it just feels pretty evil here, and they're burning sage, and it stinks. It's a really bad smell. But this area here in Mexico City is the place where the president comes out and Viva Mexico. So there's music going all over the place. But it's been a good day, but a lot of walking. I would say that I have walked for the last couple hours. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Keeping It Real with Sue. I am here today in Mexico City. I have been here for a whole week now, and I'm just going to take you on a little walk with me down the streets of where our hotel is right behind me. And the first time I came to Mexico City, actually, the hotel is in front of us right now. And so I've been coming here for a couple of years now just to help with some pastor conferences. And it's been exciting. I'm a part of a group of people that are with the Foursquare Church. And so my friends Pat and Scott and Tom have been coming down here for a while just to encourage pastors. You know, being a pastor is hard work sometimes. And any way that we can encourage them is just something we enjoy doing. So actually this year we were asked to be a part of the Foursquare National Conference for Mexico. So all of pastors from all over Mexico came, and we helped put the conference on. And so some of our team, we had a team of 71 people, and they came from a total of 18 churches. So we had a huge team. Actually, that is the largest team that we've ever had coming to Mexico before. So if you look behind me, that was the hotel that I stayed at the first time in Mexico. And right now we're going to cross the street to a park that we have spent a lot of time in this time. And it's so cool. On Sunday, they have art set up all over this park. And some of it's kind of creepy, but most of it is just amazing. And so we actually had our team meetings in this park. It's kind of cool. I just love to be a part of this area of town because, you know, it's not like tourist. You don't feel like, you know, sometimes when you would go to Puerto Vallarta or Mazatlan or Cabo, one of those touristy places, you don't really get to see the real side of Mexico. So being a part of the culture here and in the park and just the beautiful trees. Look at this tree here. There's just some gorgeous green trees, and I'll just show you this one over here. It's so pretty. It's I don't even know what kind of a tree that would be, but it's just a beautiful park. And been coming to this park now for, like I said, I think this is my third or fourth year. I don't know, sixth or seventh time here. And it's just been an amazing experience. But I'm going to turn the camera around for a minute if I can. I'm not sure if I can on this. No. Okay. Well, I'll just turn around and show you those trees right there. Aren't they just gorgeous? You know me, I love trees. And I just, I love the fact that here in the middle of one of the largest cities of the world, they have, and they care about all the greenery in this place. And they take care of it, and they have sweeping. They are constantly sweeping in the city. We're here also during the rainy season. So we've had some downpours. Last Sunday, not yesterday, but we went on a walk and we left the church and took some public transportation. We rode the subway through Mexico City. That was quite exciting. And the fact that the subway here is busy, crazy busy. So our team got on that subway and we were smashed. It brought me back to memories of when I was in Paris as a teenager. I went on my very first mission trip was in Paris, and I helped plant a church there. And that experience really, really formed who I am today. You know, I, as a kid, went to a youth conference many years ago and just felt like the Lord was calling me to missions. And at that time, I didn't know what it would look like. You know, missions can look different to everybody. And for me, it's really looked different. In fact, in doing missions, I thought for a while there, maybe I'd be a full-time missionary, but that's not the kind of missions work that God has called me to. He has called me just to do short-term missions. So I went on a few trips as a teenager. I went to Paris my first year. And my second year, I was going to go back there. And then it got a call from the people that were planning that trip. And they asked me if I'd go to Africa. So my second missions trip was to Africa. And I went to Kenya. And then over the years, I went to different places. When my husband and I got married, we served for a year and a half in Belgium. And so we lived there for quite a while. And during that time, we worked at a place called International Correspondent Institute, where my husband helped to connect all their computers. That was back in the 80s. We went with a small child when Daniel, our oldest, he just turned 40. He was only 9 months old. And we came back a year and a half later, and I was pregnant with our second child, Amy. So it was an amazing experience. And while we were there, we were very blessed in the fact that Gordy's dad retired. So we got to go on a trip around Europe. And he said, if you would plan the trip, he would pay for it because we were very poor missionaries. So I don't know if you see right there in that, those people right there are sweeping the park. And I'll be honest with you, this park, they sweep it every day. They sweep the leaves, and because you can see all these trees have leaves that are constantly coming off. And so they have sweepers. I diverted. Anyways, long story short, we did that trip to Brussels in Belgium, close to Brussels. We lived in actually Waterloo, quite just like a little bit of a distance from the Battle of Waterloo. Have you ever heard of the Battle of Waterloo? Anyways, if you hear dogs right now, there is a huge dog park back there. I don't know if you could see it, but they love their dogs here in Mexico City. They're well groomed and well taken care of. And they just really love their dogs here. So anyways, after we came back from Belgium, we didn't go on any missions trips for a long time. In fact, I remember coming back from Belgium and saying, Lord, I'm ready to go back. And I, at that time, just felt like God was saying to me, Sue, I want you just to be where you are and minister to your family. And so we did. And I didn't go on another missions trip until my oldest son, Daniel, who came home with us from Belgium at 2. He was 13 years old when we went on our next mission, when I went down to Mexico for the first time with him. So I have been coming to Mexico now for probably 27 years on different teams and different missions groups. And it has just been a huge blessing. And you know what? I have such an amazing love in my heart for the people here of Mexico. And they are the most hospitable people. They will do anything for you. You tell them, you want something, they'll go get it. So you have to be careful what you ask for because they are just so amazing and so kind and generous. And so yesterday it was really interesting, and I'm going to put some pictures in, but we got to go into a public market down in an area of town that is quite, maybe not quite as nice as the area we're in right now. But we had a chance to spend some time down there with a pastor. Her name is Pastora Violeta, and she has an amazing ministry to kids. I just was going to walk over here and show you the dog park. Look at all those beautiful doggies. They are just having a blast. And the thing is yesterday as we were there, we actually were helping her. She's had an outreach to kiddos that here in Mexico, if you don't have enough money to put your kids in school, because you have to pay for their uniforms and their books. School is free, but the uniforms and the books aren't free. So the kiddos that don't have that, she's actually been teaching kids how to read. And it's an amazing ministry that she has there. Went there last time, for the first time 3 years ago. And so I've been back every year, and it's just been kind of interesting to see. And the amazing part about that ministry and Pastor Violeta is the fact that she continues on, even though her brother was brutally shot by some members of the cartel. One of the things that we've learned is there's some amazing people here, but there's also some people here that are very corrupt. And we have not ran into any of them, but they are here. And her brother was murdered. And I don't know the whole story, but the amazing thing is she continues on, and she cares so much for those kids that are not able to go to school. They come to her, and she feeds them, she gives them some food, and she teaches them to read. And it's just an amazing thing. So it was amazing to be a part of that. I'm going to turn it around here again, and you can see this park here. Every day there's kids playing in the park, and I feel just really, like I said, very safe here in this area. And you just feel like you're a part of the community here, and it's just amazing. So anyways, we take off to go home today, and we are going to be home overnight, going to do some laundry. And then because my husband is on a sabbatical from work, he's worked at REI for 36 years, I think 35, 36 years, going on his 36th year. And because he has a sabbatical, so we are going to go home, and then we are going to actually take off and go to the ocean for a couple of days with our daughter Lily. And we have a young lady, Selena, who lives with us. And then Isaiah is going to meet us down there in a couple of days. So we're looking forward to just spending some time at the beach and enjoying just some downtime, because we have been busy. Can I just be honest with you? We all have different jobs when we go on missions trips. And my husband, Gordy, is amazing. He is amazing with numbers. And he's been keeping track of all the money with 71 people. You can imagine that's a lot. We've had to pass out money for them to have lunches and dinners and breakfasts and water, and then he's been helping getting all the rides set up. And I think right now of the 71, we only have maybe let's see, I think there's about 25 of us left. And so we're all on different planes today. So we're catching, they've been ordering some van taxis for us. And so we've been riding on those and to the airport. And so I've flown in and out of Mexico City quite a few times now. And that airport's pretty big, and it can be kind of confusing. In fact, I have a friend who flew in and out of Mexico City a couple of years ago, and she said she'll never do it again because it's you really have to know where you're going. The airport, I would say, of all the places I've been in Mexico, and I've been a lot, I can't even name all the cities I've been to. is probably the most unfriendly place. People aren't helpful there, and I don't know why, but you really do kind of have to know your way around that airport, and eventually you'll get to know it, but so we take off today, and then like I said, tomorrow I'm going to go over and see my mom for a little bit, and then I'm going to head to the ocean tomorrow afternoon after we wash some clothes and repack a bag, and then just really relax and sit on the beach for a while, and that'll be so nice. And then we'll be home for a couple days after that. And then we're going to actually, the end of Gordy's sabbatical, we're going to take off and we're going to spend some time with our whole family. Our whole family hasn't been together since my son Luke's funeral 2 years ago. And so we planned the beginning of the year actually to get an Airbnb in West Yellowstone. So we are going to West Yellowstone and we're going to stay in a huge Airbnb, and our whole family is going to be together. We're going to go spend a couple of days in Yellowstone, and then that'll be the end of his sabbatical. So hopefully you can hear me. I tried to find my earbuds this morning and I couldn't find them. They're somewhere. Anyways, okay, I think I'm going to sign off for now, but I just wanted to share this part, and I'm going to share some pictures with you of some different places that we went to in Mexico. And I hope that you enjoyed this, and let me know if you've been to Mexico and if you've had the same experiences as I've had, and just feeling like the people are so friendly, and like I said, the area here at the park, you don't even see a piece of garbage on the ground. It's so beautiful. It's so gorgeous. I sometimes wonder what the names of these trees are because they're so beautiful and so old. So anyways, I'm going to sign off for now, and we'll check in with you again soon. And I hope that you keep it real with me, because I always keep it real with you. God bless you.